Okay, so on today's video, we're gonna budget $1,000 that I received for my child benefit last week. We're gonna fill out some trackers for my debt repayment, and I'm gonna do some cash stuffing with the amount that I have left after paying everything with that payment I got last week. So the first thing I did was to pay off my dog's insurance, which was $20. I put $200 every month on my children's registered educational savings plan. So that's an extra $200 that went into there. I gave my son his $25 a month allowance. I set money aside for personal expense, so either for me or my kids. That was $200. As I said in a previous video, I'm late on my electricity bill, so I still had an outstanding amount to pay back of $95. So now I'm caught up and I'm up to date on that bill, so I'm really happy about that. The other thing that I spent some money on was other expenses because I had to buy some stuff for myself and for my son as well because he lost his earpods, so I had to buy new ones. And then I had put some food on the credit card last week because I was receiving some family members um, for let's say the holidays, so I didn't have the money for that, so I put that on the credit card, so I repaid that with that $1,000. So I'm just gonna add everything up to see how much I have left, and that's gonna be the cash that I'm gonna withdraw, and then that will be cash stuffing at the end. So I would have $260 that I'm gonna go ahead and withdraw, and then we're gonna do some cash stuffing with that amount. Okay, great. So next we'll do the trackers for my debt repayment. I'm gonna start with my student loan. I increased the amount that I'm paying monthly on the student loan. So now with $300 a month, I think I'm gonna be able to fill that out faster. So that's gonna be really motivating for me. So with my calculation, I can color about 9 squares. So we're gonna do that now. Okay, great. So I'm really happy to see that I made a lot of progress. It's gonna be really helpful for me to pay $300 every month. Hopefully, this is one of my main goals for 2024. Since my student loan is such a small amount, I want to make sure that I pay that off before the end of the year. So I'm happy to see that with my payment for January that I was able to make a lot of progress. And by February, I'll have at least 25% of that debt gone. So that's great. Next, I'm gonna fill out the tracker for my car loan. I pay $380 every month. So usually that just allows me to fill out one line once I make the payment. So I'm just gonna color one line. At least that's decreasing, so that's encouraging, but hopefully once I able to increase the amount that I can repay on this every month, once I'm done paying my student loans, it's gonna be more motivating to fill that out every month. As you can see, I'm just using regular Crayolas since my kids don't use them anymore. I didn't want to purchase anything in order to be on. Sorry, I had to cut that off. My dog started barking. So what I was saying is I was using Crayolas that my kids are not using anymore because I didn't want to invest more money into my debt-free journey. So I'm just using stuff that I already had at home. Next thing I'm gonna fill out is my tracker for my kids' college savings. So my goal is to put $20,000 into a registered educational savings plan. I'm really happy because, as you can see, even though I just opened this 3 years ago, I've almost reached that goal. So with this month's payment, as I said, I put in $200, but the good thing about the RESP is that the money inside of it grows, and the government also puts money inside the plan. So I'm happy that I'm almost at $18,000. So by next month, I'll have that completely filled out, and I'll just have $2,000 more to go before reaching my goal. So I'm really happy about that. We'll see once I have that $20,000 if I want to continue putting money towards my kids' college. Next thing I wanted to do was to do some cash stuffing with that $260 that was left from that budget that we just calculated. So I went to the bank and I took out $260. So that's 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 20, 40, 60. So $260, as you can see, Canadian bills, really pretty bills. I wanted to split that out in different sinking funds, but I just received the bill for my kids' tutoring, and I will have to pay $316 for February 1st. So I'm just going to keep that money, the entire amount, and I'm going to put it towards towards the tutoring. And we'll see at the beginning of February, once I get my rental income, I'm just going to put some money from that to be able to pay that $316. I didn't have an envelope already for money that I'm putting aside for tutoring, so I'm just going to do that now. So I purchased that envelope and that cash wallet on Amazon. I think it was less than $20. I purchased it, I think, last year. Just gonna use the stickers that came with it. I decided to withdraw the money and put it in a cash envelope just to make sure that I don't spend it. Sometimes if I leave the money in my bank account, if something comes up, I will spend it, or sometimes I don't keep track of my spending and I overspend, and then I will be looking for money to pay that bill. And since it's a check that's gonna be coming out of my bank account, I don't want to go into overdraft, so I just rather keep it in cash and then at the end of the month, I will just put the money back in so that check can come through, no problem. So that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. I'm really happy about the progress that I'm making towards paying off my debt, and especially towards putting money aside for my kids' college. I know $20,000 is not a lot of money for college, but since I don't know where they will be going, if they stay here in Canada, it's probably going to be enough at least to cover their first few years of university. And if not, I still have a few more years with my youngest to put additional money aside. So if you have any suggestion how I can reduce maybe some of the expenses that I have, please leave that in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Have a nice day.